Live and on tape from the heart of the Silicon Valley, it's the show that absolutely loves it when sports celebrities decide to fight with each other. All right, so tonight in the super late night on the House of Takes late night, we have one Stephen A. Smith in one corner versus Jason Whitlock in another corner. To set this up, and then we'll play the video. Jason Whitlock basically said a wide variety of things that, quite frankly, Stephen A. Smith doesn't agree with. One of them has to do with his tryout for his college basketball team. Whitlock basically claims that Stephen A. Smith is lying about it. Now, Stephen A. Smith, in this particular video, just goes off on Jason Whitlock.
Reflection on my character, because this is not how I act every day. But I mean it from my soul when I say this is the worst human being I've ever known. I don't know of another human being worse.
Like, how mad at somebody do you have to be to get to that point to actually say this is the worst human being I've ever known?
Than Jason Whitlock. He is a piece of shit. He's the dude that's going to have a funeral and ain't going to be no pallbearers. Might be two people to show up. He's that dude. He is the absolute worst. And he lies. And he incriminates. And he tries to set people up to fail, to big up himself because he can't do it on his own. He had a television show. He failed. He's had opportunities one time after another. He doesn't measure up. And now he's coming at the big dog. And let me tell you something right now. I am the big dog. I ain't the only one. I ain't the only one. There's plenty. Skip Bayless, apologies to him too for bringing up Jason Whitlock's name in the same sentence as him. But we all know what time it is.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, my wife made me watch the General Hospital 60 years reunion show over the weekend, and Stephen A. Smith was on it. I'm just saying.
Everyone knows. All the executives at all the networks, they know what a piece of shit he is. And they begged me not to do this. But even my pastor, A.R. Bernard, said, I'm not happy about it. But every now and then we got to do what we got to do. I promise you, and last to my sister Carmen, I won't do this again. I promise you. I know you cringing. You didn't want me to do this. I'm sorry, sis. It was necessary. He's a sorry, fat piece of shit. A no of the worst order. That's who he is.
That was an absolutely fantastic dramatic pause. In case anybody's wondering, K-Rock, a.k.a. Rocky the Wonder Dog, has joined the House of Takes late night.
And I want to make sure everybody knows that. And I said to Isaiah Thomas, and I said to Dan Le Batard, if you care anything about our friendship, don't ever call me about him again. I'm a very forgiving person. Not with him. I don't care what beef I had. I don't care how many of you out there that hate me, whatever, former athletes, all this stuff. Man, please, I'm sorry. Because I certainly don't hate y'all. We might have our differences from time to time, but ain't never that. This is the exception. I hate this bastard. Not even, far more than a little bit. He is the worst human being any of you will ever meet. You get within a mile of his presence. Wrap your arms around yourself to protect your soul. He is Cain. He is a devil. The worst. That's all I have to say. Y'all have a nice day. I'm going to go about my business. I will not speak about this piece of shit again. Peace and love.
Okay, so absolutely fantastic piece of, I guess I was going to say television, but a fantastic piece of online streaming put up by one Stephen A. Smith earlier in the evening. Look, love him or hate him, that is Stephen A. Smith. He absolutely, in this particular case, I don't blame him at all for deciding to go ahead and do what basically anybody should do, which is stand up for themselves. He, as you might have noticed, didn't address any of the specific issues, at least in this clip. That being said, I've always sort of enjoyed watching Stephen A. Smith. I think he's entertaining, and McAfee has definitely paved a way in the world of sports media. And a kid about the General Hospital stuff. He does a fantastic job on General Hospital as Brett. All right. That is it for the House of Takes late night. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please go and subscribe to the show. As always, I'm Dave DeBaugh I'm Dave DeBaugh with K-Rock / Rocky the Wonder Dog in the home office, wishing you all a tremendous rest of your sports viewing day.